can't monetize making skincare in my kitchen.
Yeah,
however, I can launch a brand.
And then Ansem.
Yeah.
So where did that all come from?
Great question.
Long story.
Yeah, I'll try and condense it. But in a nutshell, during COVID times, I was always kind of the casual, like I always used to use Nivea body care, loved cocoa butter, like the smell of it and how it made your skin smell. And I always used just like the kind of, I was the product of the marketing.
Yeah.
But what happened is I was dating a girl and she was like, you want to scrap all that stuff and you want to start using this. So I started using these products and I just started coming out in all these really random spots around my eyebrows and my temples. And I've always had fair skin. So for me, it was a bit like, why am I having these spots? And then what had happened is I was speaking to a friend and he was basically asking me like, what are you using? Like he's a blood sugar coach in Thailand. And he actually said to me, he goes, you should check your skincare products because what I do typically is when I'm assessing what I put on my body is I look at the packaging and I see the ingredients, and my mantra is if I don't understand the ingredient, neither does my body. So, and that just stuck with me. And then having all these spots that were coming up, I decided to look what was in all my products. So I started to put all these ingredients from my shower gel, shampoo, skincare, toothpaste, you name it, into a spreadsheet, and I would traffic light system it. So green is good to go, fine, safe to use. Amber is like I don't know, kind of like still need to find out more. Red was like stay away from it. And next thing you know, this Excel sheet was just coming up with just red ingredients non-stop, and it was all from like your high street products, like your Niveas, your Johnson Johnsons, you know, like all the stuff that you would typically just buy off the shelf. And I was just like, I couldn't believe like some of the stuff that I was finding. You'd get the same emulsifier that's in paint in a moisturizer. They use silicone to actually retain moisture. So you're basically putting plastic onto your face to keep the moisture in. Like, it's just, why? Like, why do we need to like go to that length just to, like, surely there's natural alternatives. But then what happened is I would look into the natural products that claim to be natural, but then you'd look at their packaging and their ingredients and they weren't natural. It was just all a marketing ploy. Because in reality, marketing, there's no regulation around marketing.
Yeah, or they'd have a natural ingredient in which allowed them to put on natural.
Classic example, vitamin C serums, or aloe vera gels. If you look at the concentration of how much vitamin C and aloe vera is in there, it's almost next to nothing. But they still market it as that because it's like they know the psychology of marketing. But anyways, cut long story short, I just found myself obsessed with.
Did you think of it as a business opportunity, or you just wanted to?
So what happened in the beginning was I would basically just ordered all the raw ingredients. So like some of the stuff I already had. So like I would make like a face scrub from lemon juice. I would use aloe vera, coffee granules from the coffee that I was using in the morning. I'd take the coffee out and put it in olive oil, and I'd use that as a scrub on my skin. And then I'd make moisturizers with like shea butter, argan oil, olive oil, and it wasn't like fit for purpose to like put it on and go outside because obviously skin. But the benefits were amazing. Like my skin was like getting clear, and I went to meet some friends afterwards. After all the lockdowns and stuff got lifted and all the curfews, and they're like, what's going on, Danny? Like, what have you been up to? Have you lost weight? Like, and I was just like, no, I've been making my own skincare at home.
Changed.
And everybody was laughing, like, obviously the lads just taking the piss, like, I can't believe you're making your own products at home. But then obviously after that, some of my friends had skin conditions, like one of my mates had alopecia, another one had really dry skin. You know, I've got friends that have suffered from hyperpigmentation and stuff like that. And I was like, just try and use this, and they started using it and their skin was like getting better. And then they would tell their friends, and then their friends would come to me and ask me for some, and it just got to a point where I was just like, well, this is not, I can't monetize making skincare in my kitchen. However, I can launch a brand, mass produce it with the objective to keep it all natural. And then that's how the idea came around of the brand. I didn't know about the name. I just knew that I wanted to create a natural skincare solution for men that was not just natural, but also high performing.
Amazing.
And that's how the idea came around.